Okay, so first off, I just want to make it very clear that I'm going to be using IGN's gameplay for this video and that this is not my review of S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. I have not touched the game. I have not played the game. I've barely even followed the game. But I thought that the reviews dropping today revealed something pretty interesting that I want to give my 2 cents on. Now, I'm usually not someone that likes to give my own opinion on a game before I actually play the game. I feel like that's actually what a lot of reviewers nowadays do, like IGN, which is kind of funny that I'm using their gameplay for this. For me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 has always been a game that's been in the back of my mind, not really because I'm this huge S.T.A.L.K.E.R fan, but because of what the studio has had to go through while making this game. It's nothing short but incredible that this game was even released in the first place. However, I'm not going to make excuses for the studio here, because if you haven't seen the reviews, people are talking as if this game is really good. Like, I've seen people say that this is their favorite game that they've played this year, which is saying a lot, because we had a lot of really fantastic games come out this year. This was honestly, in my opinion, one of the most stacked years for games that we've had in a little bit, and next year looks to one up that even more, which is just insane. We had Banisher's Ghost of New Eden, Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, we had Elden Ring DLC, we had Starfield DLC that was pretty ass. We had a lot of games. That's just some of the few big ones that I can name off the top of my head. There's so many games. 2024 has been huge, and people are saying that S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is one of, if not their favorite, but the only thing that's really holding it back are the bugs. Now, I've read a couple reviews, and I'm on the main Reddit for S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 for the reviews, so I wanted to look at that because I thought it was really interesting. I'll leave it in the description of this video. Another review just that I really like, again, I usually don't base my own opinions off of reviews, so I'm going to try to not really give my own opinion on the game here, but a really good channel for reviews, I think, is Game Ranks. I think that they do really great videos, like their Before You Buy series, and their video on S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 just released today, and I thought it was super good and really thorough. Another person that I like to watch is Mr. Mandy Plays. He did a video on it as well. He's usually a little more biased in certain aspects of things, but it's okay. We all have our favorites, and that's okay. It's like when I review a Nintendo game, I just fucking go crazy about it. So, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl is being received very mixed, but very positively. A lot of people are saying that if this game didn't have serious performance issues or bugs, that it would be the game of the year. A lot of people thought that the story was really great. I've heard other people say that the story is actually pretty forgettable at times. So whenever you're judging a story of a game, it's hard to please everybody because games are so subjective to the person. And I think that that's important. And I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 kind of highlights that. What I have seen pretty much every single review talk about across the board is the open world and how it is done so well. Now, for me, I love a good open world game. I love a game where it feels like I can just go out and explore and find items to really craft my own experience and really help me in different scenarios. And people are saying that that is exactly what S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 provides. People are saying that this new huge open world is fantastic, that a lot of people like the AI, a lot of people don't really like the AI. I've heard they're very grenade heavy and very love just chucking shit at you. But I've seen people describe it as brutal and unforgiving, which I really like. I think my favorite review that someone said is that it's not a game for everyone. It's very difficult. There's a big learning curve, and there's a lot of tech issues that for new players might turn them off. But for those willing to hash it out in the world, the game offers a deep, immersive, rewarding journey. And that is something that Game Ranks talked about a little bit. It feels like this game has a really great atmosphere, and I think that's really important, especially in open world games. I also say that that's the most important thing for me for horror games, so I'm glad to hear that. But Nate, why are you talking about the reviews for S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2? Mostly because I've seen a lot of people on the internet talk about how that this game is either a massive flop or game of the year solely because they've only read reviews. Now, I think it's very important to remember that reviewers don't always show the entire side of everything. Reviews are important, I think. Yes, it's important for people to get their hands on the game early and to share how they feel about the game. But you have to remember that a lot and I mean a lot, of reviewers have either biases because of them receiving the game, or because they get paid to do a review, or because they only like certain things about certain games. And it's hard to be a reviewer, and that's what I've learned over the past year. It's hard to see things from all different angles. That's what I try to do for every game that I review on this channel, by the way. I can see why it could be really hard, but at the same time, I think that the way we perceive information now is so fast paced that we really have to take a step back and look at everything. For me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 sounds fantastic because it sounds like everything that they do correctly is things that I look for in games, and I can deal with bugs. However, I don't really think it's acceptable for a game to be getting so much praise as this one is to release with so many bugs and glitches. Again, that is not to take away from the situation of the dev team whatsoever. I think that is an incredibly important asterisk to put on this game and the release for this game and the day one patch, and they've said that they're working on multiple patches for the game. I'm all here for that. I'm just saying, I think that we should still hold them accountable because this is such a big game and it's being received pretty well regardless. I'm not saying that to hate on the studio. I'm not saying that to make anybody upset. I'm just saying that I think it's important that we look at everything. I've done a video like this similar to what the fuck am I even saying? I've done videos like this in the past where I just kind of look at reviews and what people are saying when a game first comes out before I play it for myself. And that's not always the best because it can influence your viewpoint. Luckily for me, I don't really see reviews as this godsend thing and that it's end all be all. Just because IGN or Game Ranks or Maddie Plays likes this game doesn't mean that I will. I know that, but I'm trying to make this video as a PSA really because not everybody knows that. And as we continue oh my God, I can't fucking speak today. As we continue to get more games of higher caliber, and as we go into 2025, which is going to have some of the biggest games to ever release, I think it's really important to kind of hone in on this message of accountability. We have to make sure we hold devs and people accountable for their mistakes, even under extreme circumstances, okay? And two, it's also important to look at every single thing that you can if that is how you want to approach a game. Don't just read one or two reviews and base your opinion off of that. So many people do that nowadays. I'm mainly using S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 as a relevant example because that's what I've seen pretty much all day today online. But if you've played S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, let me know what you thought about it in the comment sections down below. I'm going to be giving it a try here. Probably not going to do a review of it unless you guys want that. This was, again, mostly a PSA type of video. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to drop a like on it. Also subscribe for more. I just did a video talking about the Game Awards and going through my picks and predictions and nominations and all of that. The video didn't do that well, but I really, really like that video. So I'm going to put that on every single card so more people can watch it. Go check out the Reddit for the reviews in the description down below. Also, I'm going to put Game Ranks' review in the description because I just found that I just find that they're the most unbiased and they're the most fun to watch, even though they have 8 million fucking subs. They don't need my stupid ass putting their videos in my description. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.